Welcome to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
I'm a fucking idiot, apparently. Can't remember my own team's players.
Let's talk Devils and Islanders. Let's talk Penguins and Rangers. But let's not talk about Flyers, because they're a bunch of fucks, which no one can deny.
Don't try it till you've had it. This is episode 69. 69.
69.
Baby. This is going to be the sexiest episode of the Friends and Rivals podcast yet. I am one of your hosts, Tom Harkness. Joining me each week are...
Oh, my name is Stephen Wojtowicz.
Oh, excuse me while I whip this out.
I'm Bill Fougere. Wow, 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 wow.
Nick Loretta.
I got to tell you, it took us 69 episodes, but that was the best intro I think we've ever done in the history of the Friends and Rivals podcast. All right,
get one shot at 69.
That's it. So this is the last regular season week for us, or well, I guess we'll talk about the regular season next week, right? We still got some games to conclude. Everybody's last game is Friday or Saturday? Friday.
Tomorrow.
Friday for me.
Okay, so we'll talk a little bit about the non-playoff people next week, but we'll certainly have a full week of playoffs next week. We are going to launch our podcast on a Wednesday, thanks to Billy's son's hockey schedule. We will go back to recording on Tuesday evenings, and we will have brand new episodes of the Friends and Rivals podcast every Wednesday throughout the playoffs. So let's get to the shitty call of the week, because we're starting late because of fucking Bill. I thought we were going to
ads.
Son. God damn it.
Ads.
Shitty call of the week. Here we go.
21 San Jose. Both guys, 5 each for fighting.
Wait, hold on.
Share your screen. Oh my God, he's so thrown off.
It was all Billy. It's all Billy's fault. God,
It wasn't me. It's the coaches. It's his
I
coaches.
distracted you with my vacation food.
Yeah, no, that did it. It was the vacation food. All right. Why are we gonna? You think we'll get an ad?
We better not.
I hope so. That'd be great. And you get the old volume up, and here we go. This one's coming to us from the Montreal. Listen, this one's a fucking barn burner, right? The Montreal Canadiens versus the Philadelphia Flyers.
Fuck the Flyers.
Fuck the Flyers.
First period action. Here we go.
Gallagher turns and hammered that one and went off a stick, picked up by Hoffman. Swinging with it, Hoffman has Petrie. Keeps it in, wrists it through, it missed it, and Edmondson, good stop by Jones. It's hung up at the side of the goal, and loose in front, Hoffman scores! Now that's a mad scramble. Hoffman puts it in, it's 2-1 Philadelphia.
Hoffman scored.
He is first at 22.
Watch Gallagher, number 11.
22. Edmonton puts this one off the side of the net and it just sits there. Now, how does this puck get out of there? Oh, Brendan Gallagher.
Oh, buddy.
So that will not count.
The old Sean O'Hara.
Is that you see Brendan Gallagher come in here and he just hikes this one through his feet. And pretty clear right there. Yes. Now, you're allowed, in years past, this was not a reviewable offense.
That was a good goal.
Well, are they allowed to review it?
Well, how was it? It doesn't matter. It was a hand pass in the offensive zone. It did not touch anybody else's stick. How is it a goal?
Go back a little bit. I want to see where the lower referee was.
Alrighty. Yeah, I got to go back a little bit, maybe.
But either way, once they review it,
probably this view, right? This vantage point.
Okay, so he's over.
He's in the corner now.
Good stop by Jones. It's hung up at the side of the goal, and loose in front, Hoffman scores.
I mean, he's looking right at it.
Clear view.
He's looking right at it. So how I tried to look on Twitter to try to get an explanation as to why this was a goal. I couldn't find one. Does anybody know why a hand pass in the offensive goal that directly leads? It was a one-timer. It was literally a one-timer.
They didn't see the hand pass.
But how is it not reviewable? I thought every goal was reviewable.
Is a hand pass reviewable is that one of the things that they would be looking for in the review of whether a goal is good or not?
Right. The goal is reviewable to determine that it crossed the goal line. How the puck got to the guy who put it in the net is not reviewable.
I have a feeling next year this will be part of the rule book as a part of a coach's challenge. You can challenge for a hand pass.
Probably because it came up. But like this is the same as if there was a hand pass that they missed right inside the blue line and then somebody scored off a one-timer. Like, would that be reviewable for the hand pass? You know, like it where it happened is kind of irrelevant as to whether or not it's reviewable for the goal.
Yeah, but a coach's challenge, I mean, this is what's so stupid about these challenges, right? Some is a reviewable play, some is not a reviewable play. The majority of the non-reviewable plays are pretty much judgment calls. So, okay, they're not part of the coach's challenge. How can this hand pass this is not a judgment call. He either fucking passed the puck with his hand or he didn't. There is no in between, no gray area. It didn't touch anybody's skate, stick, anything. It went directly from his hand to his own player's stick in the offensive zone. It's a hand pass.
I agree with you. I mean, it's bullshit, but I'm just saying, like from the perspective of what do they call reviewable? Because they have all that red tape and all that bullshit in these things. And yeah, you should just be able to look at a replay and say, hey, this isn't a goal because that was a fucking hand pass. I'm with you there. Common sense should rule.
You
the
mean
day.
common sense? Use common sense in sports? I don't think we'll ever see that, Bill. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I mean, Angel Hernandez is still an umpire over in that baseball thing. Who has common
literally
sense?
I saw the whatever I think it was Schwarber who was up in Philadelphia, and the ball was like, it was 10 feet outside. How in the God's name does he still have I mean, seriously, how is he still an umpire?
And then did you see the chart that came out? Like his calls up against like the automated strike zone. He was like at like 83% accuracy.
Oh, I think you want to be somewhere in the upper 90s.
Yeah, I would think
for an umpire, right?
Yeah.
Listen, for a Major League Baseball umpire,
if they're gonna let you sit behind the plate, you got to do better than 83%.
Steve, I could not agree with you more. Oh, well, again, this is today's NHL. You never know what you're going to get. You never know what's a penalty. You don't know what's a goal and what's not a goal. I can't wait for the playoffs.
At least he didn't push his pads into the net.
Well, how many times did I get? But look, if this happened in the playoffs,
oh God,
and your team loses a series because of this is game 7 overtime.
Do you think maybe part of it though was the ref just going, it's the Flyers and the Canadiens. There's 2 games left. Do it. It's like the last week of school. Do whatever you want.
Maybe there was some of that. Okay, I'll go with that.
The last few practices of the lacrosse season, it was like you play whatever position you want. You want to be goalie? Go be goalie.
Nobody wants to be goalie. Don't lie.
No, not in lacrosse, man. No thanks. No. All right.
You play goalie one time, then you realize it's not for me.
No, it's not.
All right, we're gonna go to our top 5 food list. Now, we didn't tell everybody what we're gonna do this week.
Ooh, here it is. The big
marketing department didn't let anything out of the bag. No, nothing. So this
I know what it is.
Right? I mean, they weren't supposed to, right?
I don't know. The marketing department may have said something that they were going to do something, but they never did. I mean, we picked a bad week to start paying them. Let me tell you. So this week's top 5 is going to be fast food items.
Ooh,
fast food items could be whatever you want at a fast food joint. Now, you got your basics, your standard issue fast food joints, McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, all those guys. But you went Dunkin' Donuts, you went Starbucks, we're good. That's still fast food. So fast food items, top 5. Nick,
can I start with my honorable
about your
mentions?
Fucking vacation top 5. Go right ahead. You lead us off.
Okay. All right. Honorable mention because
honorable mention.
Honorable mention. It's not debatable.
No, you have to have honor. I feel like this is the only week that honorable mention should be allowed because my list is a whole page.
I got too many. So all right, I feel better now because I originally had a White Castle burger. the slider, the original slider, nothing different about it, or Roy Rogers roast beef sandwich, which was one of my favorite growing up, but Roy Rogers disappeared everywhere. And then it came back in Jersey, weirdly. I don't know why the hell that happened, but.
And then they disappeared again.
I guess. Did they disappear again?
Yeah, they're gone.
Yes.
Even in the
There's-
130?
Gone. Yeah.
It didn't last long at all.
Even the ones on the turnpike are gone.
Oh my
You
God,
have to
so
go
weird.
to Brick. I think Brick is the closest one to me.
Wow.
Okay.
Nobody's going to Brick-tucky.
Yeah, no.
All right. Those are my honorable mentions. Should I go? Anybody else have honorable
Good.
mentions?
Oh, I do.
I
but
have-
Should we do our honorable mentions when
Let's
it's
do
our
our
turn?
mentions. Go ahead.
All
Go
right.
ahead, Bill.
Oh, go ahead, Ming. I like the Big Mick. They got the Big Mac, but we got the Big Mick. They both have 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, but we don't have seeds on our bun.
No seeds on the buns.
Nice.
Good one. You got,
My
Steve?
honorable mentions are a Chipotle burrito bowl and the new French fries at KFC.
The new ones?
What do you mean new?
KFC has switched. They used to do potato wedges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, fuck that. They don't do those anymore. Now they have these delicious seasoned French fries.
Are they shoestring? I mean, are they fat?
They're
like
not
Wendy's?
thin. No, they're like Wendy's thickness.
Okay.
They're not thin like McDonald's, on the thicker side like a Wendy's, but they've got this delicious seasoning and crisp coating on the outside. If you haven't been to KFC lately, I highly recommend you go there and try the fries.
Okay.
I got 2 as Nick, 2 honorable mentions. The Wendy's chili,
Oh, that's a
very
good one.
underrated, very underrated, and like Vasilevsky, very underrated. And the strawberry cream at Starbucks.
Strawberry on
Real
always
men
was
drink
strawberry.
pink. Real men
Strawberry-
drink
That's
pink.
only an honorable mention, though?
Yeah, it's
strawberry-
only an honorable
This
mention.
list.
What is
Wow.
what is a for those of us who despise pink flavored anything?
Oh my goodness.
What is
gracious.
a strawberry cream from?
It tastes
Starbucks?
like a strawberry quick shake. Little whipped cream on it. It's fucking delicious. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'm never gonna try this. That doesn't-
Pink is not a flavor, by the way, in and of itself,
Yeah.
Steve. It's actually a strawberry flavor.
No,
but
hey, but if you can have cherry something be pink, can't you? If you dilute it enough with milk, it could be pink.
possibly you're
There
stretching.
you go.
Cherries are a bit more red, but yeah. But that's still not a flavor of the color itself. But
Yeah.
but I
Whatever.
kind of see where you're going.
Okay. All right. My number 5 is the McDonald's double quarter pounder.
Double, not even single.
Mm.
You want
No,
you want the half-pound meat burger.
yes, exactly. I started
Attaboy.
eating the one day I started eating those over the Big Mac. I got a Big Mac and I was like, this doesn't taste the same as it used to when I was a kid. It's too sweet. And I was like, I'll try that quarter pounder next time. So I got the quarter pounder, and I was like, this is very different. And I had that for a while, but then I was like, you know what? Let's try a double quarter pounder, and that's where it's at, man. I even got, so the bad thing is good and bad. Charlie had a bite of mine one day when we went to McDonald's one day. And he's like, this is awesome, Dad. I'm getting that next time. And I'm like, dude, it's double pounder, quarter pounder. I don't think I can eat that. He completely destroyed it.
Good,
I'm like,
good man.
I'm like,
Attaboy.
oh no. What have
No,
I
that's
done?
got to be like a once every 5 trips for him.
But you can
It's-
order the Big Mac with the quarter pound patties.
I'm sure you can. I don't.
Can you
ever do
really?
Yeah.
that kind of stuff? I just get the regular.
Oh yeah.
So then that's a Big Mac, but a half pound of meat before cooking.
That is correct.
Wow.
Good.
And I agree with that because I think that kind of corrects the meat to bun ratio when you get that double quarter pounder. I think it's
That'd be better. It's too much
better
bun.
meat to bun ratio.
Yeah, bun.
So my number 5 is from Taco Bell, and it is the Chalupa Supreme.
Ooh.
I do enjoy the texture. I don't know why. It's kind of a unique one out there, but I like the texture of that, whatever the fuck it is, that taco, whatever the hell the
It's-
outside piece is.
It's a chalupa shell.
It's a chalupa shell. Okay. That's-
Um,
I had no
and
idea
it's
why they
weird.
called
Like
it
you
that.
can't get that at the supermarket.
because it's not real.
Yeah, I never
You
seen it
cannot
anywhere.
get chalupa shells anywhere.
Yeah.
Delicious.
What is it made of? Is it like actual taco
It's-
shell, or is it?
It's like it's doughy, right?
I mean, it's fucking delicious. That's what it is.
It is.
It's like pita bread.
Maybe it's
I would-
fried pita bread.
It's
maybe.
close-ish to that, yeah.
that would be the closest thing for comparison.
Like
You've
yeah,
never had a
non-bread.
chalupa?
I haven't eaten Taco Bell in over almost 20 years now.
How is
What
he
is-
doing this top 5 thing then? Wait a minute.
No, it's been
I'm
20
gonna
years.
call
I
this,
haven't eaten
that's a
20 years.
foul.
Guys,
Yeah,
he's
you-
too
you
busy
could
having
put-
double quarter pounders at fucking McDonald's.
You could put the Crunchwrap Supreme as an honorable mention for sure.
Oh yeah. I
Holy
was
hell.
between those two when I was making my list, yeah.
Number 5 for me, Checkers loaded fries.
Ah.
Where's your
I
Checkers?
almost put that one on too.
So
There's a lot of almost from you.
and this is funny because I actually had this
Shocking. bet.
last Friday because we went to Newark to walk around a park because there was cherry blossoms and there is a Checkers in Newark. So we stopped there and had lunch. Cheese, ranch, bacon, and they've got some good fries too. Can't beat it.
Well, they are they waffle fries?
No,
They're not waffle. I thought who has the
No.
waffle fries? I thought they
Chick-fil-A.
had the ones with the
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A has waffle fries.
No, I know that, but I could have sworn they did.
Rallies, which is a sister company for Checkers, might have waffle fries.
My number 5, the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
Mm.
Big, delicious breasts of chicken deep fried with mayo, pickles. Fucking delicious. Fucking delicious.
I haven't had that one.
You haven't had the Popeyes chicken sandwich? It was all the rage like 2 years
Oh God,
ago.
people
There
were
lines
killing
at-
people there was murders over
Literally.
that sandwich.
Well, yeah, that's why I didn't get online to get one. I was afraid.
Bill, nobody was shooting you. Don't worry.
All right. Number 4. Actually, not the same, but another chicken sandwich. Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich, which is my preference of the two. If you go for regular or spicy, but I like the Chick-fil-A one a little better than the Popeyes. I think Popeyes is okay. I think it's a little overrated for what it. I think it was a lot. I think it was very similar in taste and everything. But
Okay, so Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A is the Pepperidge Farm of chicken sandwich.
Oh, wait a minute.
okay,
That's my
Pepperidge
line.
Farm's not bad.
That's my line. Let me ask you though, because we just got the Chick-fil-A, so I've only had it once or twice. Is the spicy chicken sandwich as soggy as the regular chicken sandwich? Because I feel like it was very not like a crisp outer, coating.
Yeah, it's not different, and it depends when they because they make them quick. So if you go during like lunchtime, you might get a little less of that sogginess.
Yeah.
If you go busy time, it shouldn't.
Okay.
I mean, because they put them in that bag, and the bag it kind of like keep it hot,
Yeah.
but it also makes the bread it can make it a little soggier.
Now I will say, the Chick-fil-A sauce, I've been back 3 times to get just the sauce containers.
You can buy the actual a bottle of it.
That's what I'm saying. I've been back 3 times to buy, and I bought 3 bottles of that sauce
At the store, you buy like
at,
3
at
bottles.
Chick-fil-A. Yeah,
Where do they put a Chick-fil-A by you, by the way?
over by the movie theater. They
Oh,
Okay.
where the
Wow.
Bertucci's was.
Yeah.
Wow. Must be busy.
And I've put it on so many turkey, chicken, obviously. Just dip your French fries in it. It's really good.
You put it on his penis. Everything.
I mean,
Well,
If I-
during
yeah.
episode 69 for sure.
Sexiest episode ever.
All right, so my number 4, I'm shifting over to breakfast. This is my only breakfast item. It's from McDonald's, and it is the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle meal with the hash brown. So you get the hash brown, you break that hash brown in half, you eat half the hash brown, you put that hash brown onto your McGriddle.
that's
And-
2
Ooh,
items.
that's a good call.
No, listen, he said meal. So it's
A meal.
one order.
I thought you
ordered a
said
meal.
yesterday that we had to talk
Yeah.
about getting a meal.
I
I
agree with
think
this.
the meal qualifies.
It's good.
Would that change any of yours?
No. So the
Fucking shut the
McGriddle,
fuck
that's
up.
the pancake one, right?
That's the pancake one.
Okay.
And I
Does
am.
it
I have my
does it got the
maple
folded
syrup.
egg too? It's got the folded egg.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Folded
Yeah.
egg, cheese, sausage. Fantastic.
My number four.
I like
oh, sorry.
the breakfast sandwich from Burger King better with the croissant. It's just something about the way that.
All right. Well,
And
have
you
either
get
of you had the
hash brown
Wendy's yet?
tots? You don't get the full hash brown. You get the little tots.
Have
I
you
like
had
the
the
ones-
Wendy's yet?
I
I've not
have
had
not.
a breakfast breakfast ever.
I don't correlate breakfast with Wendy's yet.
No, I got you. You should though.
I listen. I've heard from people about their chicken biscuit or something like that.
Yeah, I think that was me.
it was
People.
quite delicious.
Number 4 for me is a repeat from somebody else. They had it as their number 5.
Whoa.
I've got it as my number 4. It's the Taco Bell chalupa.
All right.
Now, I don't know if they do the Supreme and the Baja anymore. I think they only do the Supreme now.
They only do
But,
the Supreme, but they do
yeah,
the
it was just a-
chicken and beef.
Yeah. No, it's got to be a ground beef. Yeah, ground beef chalupa.
Well, actually, I ordered the chicken one on accident. It wasn't bad. It was actually pretty good.
By accident. You ordered it.
No,
by
no,
accident.
it was on
You do
accident.
On
things-
accident. On accident.
No,
No,
you
it
do
was on
things
accident.
By accident and
No,
on
no,
purpose.
I on accident.
By accident,
ordered it.
correct.
By purpose.
By accident.
On accident, by purpose.
My number 4 is probably one of the pillars, one of the classics. That is the Whopper with cheese. There is, it's just so good by itself. It's just quality sandwich. I'll get a Whopper
they-
with cheese every day.
What do
Well,
they call
I-
Whopper
I
in
usually
France?
A Royale with cheese.
No, that was a quarter pounder.
Oh, what? Yeah, it was a quarter pounder.
Because they just call it a Whopper because it's not a
Right.
measurement. It's
Well,
just
he
a word.
actually didn't go into Burger King, but that's okay.
It was a big Kahuna burger.
Nick?
All right, number 3. One of my favorite kind of like dessert kind of things with, it's not really an order, but you can figure out what I'd order this with.
Oh, I feel like I know what it is already.
The Wendy's Frosty,
Frosty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which you always
And
order
I'll
with
give
French
you
fries.
the ability to say with French fries on the side, because dipping French fries in chocolate Frosties
Yeah,
is delicious.
I don't dip them in. I would just eat them and then like put them
Oh
in
no!
my mouth
you just
and then ice cream in same time. Like I don't dip it in. I just do the-
use the Frosty as the spoon. I mean, use the French fry as the spoon.
Oh yeah. I get it. I get
Yeah,
it. I just
yeah.
like I think it's easier just to use the spoon and just shove both of them in my mouth at the same time.
On
This is the
episode
sexiest
69.
episode. You're
My God in heaven. Woo-hoo.
Okay, my number 3 and is from Mike's Subs, and that's a place that I used to go to before it was a chain. By the way, I went to the
Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's Subs, and we just called it Mike's Subs back when it was before it was a chain. But yes, the BLT with mayo from Mike's Subs is my number 3.
Started down the shore, right?
Yep.
Where did you go? Right. That was
I was really little, so I can't remember exactly what the location was, but it was always when we were going down to Point Pleasant.
okay. BLT with extra mayo.
Not just regular mayo.
I just
but
figured it was extra for you.
You were never little, Bill.
young. When I was young.
That's more
Young
good.
Bill.
More gooder.
Number 3 for me, and this comes out of the whole chicken sandwich war. My selection is the KFC chicken sandwich,
Yeah. Okay.
which I think is better than Popeyes, is better than Chick-Fil-A. If you're talking a chicken breast, breaded chicken breast sandwich, delicious. Much
There's a lot-
better than
A lot of
Chick-fil-A
breasts.
or
A lot of breasts going on.
Mm.
oh yeah, just
So
I
sexy.
mean, there's only one breast on the sandwich, which is a little weird.
Unibreast.
You would expect 2, but
It's a uniboob.
yeah.
Uniboob.
Listen, my number 3. I'm sticking with the classics. I'm a classic kind of guy. Give me a Big Mac any day of the week. I'm happy with the Big Mac. I don't mind the smaller patties, less calories. I'm good. Big Mac.
Special sauce episode 69.
That's the sauce. Ooh.
If during Lent used to order the fish sandwich with the mac sauce, the flavor fish mac sauce, it'll change your world. Maybe not your world, but it's delicious.
Okay. My number two. Number two is also classic. A Burger King Whopper with cheese. I guess with cheese. Doesn't it come with cheese though?
No, it doesn't.
Standard
That's
Whopper
the
is
fucking
without
thing.
cheese.
Yeah,
Their flagship sandwich is a hamburger.
Yeah, you always get cheese on it. I think they say with cheese, and you're like, yeah. That's why I don't think of it that way. But it's the weirdest burger to me because it's either amazing or it's just shitty, and I can't figure out why. If you guys ever have the same thing with the Whopper, there's just me.
Well, it depends. Sometimes you get a Whopper with just like 80 onions on it, and it's just overpowering. Or you get like that fucked up combination, piece of the head of the lettuce that you bite into and it's all hard.
Or like too much tomato. I don't know. It's like it has the right combination of everything.
The ratio between mayo and ketchup needs to be on point.
Yeah,
I agree.
But because when it's on point, it is my favorite burger by far from many of these joints. But it's so, for some reason, it's like hit or miss all the time compared to like the quarter pounder, which is like always like exactly the same. So I'm always like easy to get, but I don't know why. Just weird to me, which is why it's not my number one.
So my number two, I'm heading over to Five Guys. I'm taking their double cheeseburger.
Well, isn't that my just toppings? Cheeseburger then?
What? Which is just a cheeseburger.
It's just a cheeseburger.
Well,
double cheeseburger. It's just a cheeseburger.
Fair enough. So the cheeseburger is 2 patties. So that's the one I'm getting. And my toppings are going to be lettuce, tomato, raw onion, relish, and mayo.
You're making your own secret sauce there. So you just, I figured you were a works kind of guy.
No, I don't. I guess I like a little bit of veggies, and I like some relish.
Yeah, the veggies make it healthy.
Pickly thing, and the mayo. I gotta have mayo on everything, honestly.
Of course, extra mayo on everything. Extra mayo on that cheeseburger.
So sexy of an episode.
So number two for me is because I cannot get a McDonald's cheeseburger anymore. I can't get a Burger King cheeseburger anymore. I don't even really get cheeseburgers at Wendy's anymore. Because Shake Shack for me is, if you're going to get a burger, you go to Shake Shack. So cheeseburger with Shack sauce, number two.
Never had Shake Shack.
Delicious.
Oh, no. I think we went to a Met game, but I don't think I had it at the Met game.
No, because the line was probably
the line was astronomically long.
There's more people on the Shake Shack line than in the stands at a Mets game.
It's the crispness of the way they cook it, too. It's just cooked to perfection every time.
And they cook it on the flat top then to get that little crust on her?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's the way to do it. My number two, repeat offender. My number two is the Taco Bell Chalupa.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's solid.
I think I know what we're doing next time you're in New Jersey.
We're going to Taco Bell?
And then Shake Shack.
And where is it? The one in Princeton? There's one in Princeton. Is that the closest one?
Shake Shack?
Bridgewater, right across from where I work.
Oh, I think I meant.
There's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. The one in Princeton winds up being closer because it's across from Quaker Bridge. And there's a Nike store down there we could stop at.
I'm all in. Let's go. Let's go.
Number one, baby.
Oof, I'm all excited.
Number one. This is one of those classic things. I was thinking about this for a while. Like when we're doing just items, like there's only one thing I'm ever like, all right, that's like always the number one for me, regardless. That's McDonald's French fries. I know it's a simple item, but it is just kind of like I'd rather go and get a Whopper and then go get the French fries from McDonald's, and then just that would be the meal.
Nick
But-
loves that. Nick loves that stretch of one where the Burger King and the McDonald's are right across from each other at the light.
Right across
Yeah.
the street. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just doing
I
both.
used to do that in high school. I would do that sometimes. It annoy the shit out of people at McDonald's because I would go to Whopper and then go over there and get French fries. And they'd be like, "You can't eat that here," and I'd be like, "Okay," and I'd just eat it there, and they'd be like,
Watch me.
"Fuck my life," you know.
We went to Disney World in the Magic Kingdom. They used to have just one stand, and all they sold McDonald's French fries. That's all they sold.
Really?
It was sponsored by endorsed, sponsored, whatever by McDonald's, and it was just in Disney World. It was the only like outside food shit that they had at Disney World at the time, and it was just this little hut back in Adventureland, back behind Pirates and where Splash Mountain was. It's no longer there anymore. It's upsetting, but that was you just get a McDonald's fry, you get a large fry, and walk around Disney World. It was great.
That's awesome.
So my number one, I'm going to somewhat of a, I think it's a little bit of a regional chain, 30 Burgers, but
Okay.
it counts.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
I'm going to 30 Burgers, and I'm going to order the spicy chili burger. So it's got topped with chili. It's got sour cream
Can you
on the
say it
side.
slower? Can you say it slower?
Sour cream on the side. And it's got those crispy onion straws. It's my number one.
Sounds delightful.
I just picture
haven't
that
had it in a
being
while.
so
Messy?
sloppy.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yes.
Well, listen, the sloppier the sandwich, the better
Just
it is.
dripping down your Tom, would you shut up? I'm trying to
Oh.
paint a picture.
Okay,
Just dripping down your fingers, the delicious sauce mixed with the sour cream and those delicious onions.
That's about it. Yeah.
Okay, we'll stop there after we have the Shake Shack and the Taco Bell, so Tom can enjoy that.
I'm gonna come back 300 more pounds.
Number one for me, and gentlemen, dare I say, it's not debatable.
Oh,
Wow.
Take me to Dave Thomas's Mecca, Wendy's, and give me a spicy chicken sandwich. I love that sandwich. It might not be like for me, like I know Nick is our resident hot food person. And by that I mean hot person who eats food. It actually makes me sweat when I eat that sandwich a little bit. I get a little beads of sweat about 3/4 of the way through.
okay.
Just like all the way down your back, or is it just on your forehead?
Just on my forehead.
Well, that's disappointing. All right, number one for me, and I think it's because I don't have a lot of them down here. We have one. We have one of these places down here.
Is
That's
that a place with brains?
No, and it is the White Castle cheeseburger slider. You can't get them this far south. There's one they opened in Orlando. It's the biggest White Castle in the world, and the line is ridiculous.
Tampa.
It's absolutely ridiculous. No, it's in Orlando, Bill.
I said the line is to Tampa.
No, it's not that long, but it might as well be. I mean, seriously, when it first opened, the drive-through line was 3 hours long. 3 hours, and if you waited online, we were waiting 5 hours for White Castles, for White Castle burgers. It was unbelievable.
The line was 3 hours long, but you were waiting 5 hours.
No, the drive-through line was 5 hours. If you got out of your car, and went inside,
okay,
it was 5 hours.
Gotcha. And a single, right? Not a double.
No, just your standard issue cheeseburger slider. Bang. Give me it as is, pickles, ketchup, onions, cheese. I'm gonna take a sack down. I'm gonna take them down. I'm gonna take that sack. I'm gonna take that sack down.
You're taking down.
Take that sack.
We're
Right
gonna have a
down the
busy
gullet.
time next time you're up here. We're gonna have a busy week.
Well, the last time I was up there, I had the White Castle. I had it for lunch. I stole your car. Well, I didn't steal your car. I borrowed your car.
That's a good list. That was fun.
That was a good list. I could do like a breakfast one by itself. Honestly.
That was the hardest list for me to make.
Well, what do we got next? What are we gonna do? What do we got next? We did the ice cream.
Well, we said donuts was a possible.
Pop-Tarts we said at some point too.
Pop-Tarts was a
We've been
possible.
talking about fucking Pop-Tarts.
We should do like
for a year
breakfast. We should do breakfast in general. Would that be like a thing? Like products or fast food or I don't know. Maybe that's too broad.
Top 5 breakfasts. I could do top 5 breakfasts.
Well, we did cereal.
We did cereal, so
we did cereal already.
Top 5
would have to be
breakfasts,
non-cereal.
Yeah.
Top
5 breakfasts you buy at the store.
I don't know. I think that's. I don't know.
I don't know.
Well, we might have to take that
Gotcha.
one offline and surprise our listeners again.
All right, so we're gonna give you another surprise because we're not fucking prepared. We're not prepared at all.
Because we don't do show prep.
What are you talking about? I set up the shitty call of the week. All right, let's take a ride in the metro. Sponsored by Nestle Quick. Hello, boys and girls. Do you hate the taste of regular milk and need energy? Try Nestle Quick. One sip and you can feel the energy in your muscles. Nestle Quick, now available in chocolate and strawberry.
They say the real men drink pink. Then I'm a real man for sure. But if you like the brown, I still love you for who you are. Because it's time for acceptance of everyone, all preference. We're all quick on the inside anyway. Nestle Quick, it does the trick.
Clear.
And one of the last rides for the Devils and the Islanders. You guys battle it out. Who wants to go first?
Nick,
By all means.
Go
Oh, me?
ahead.
Oh,
Goes-
okay.
Whoever. I don't care.
All right.
Like your season. I don't care.
Oh man. So I'll be honest, I didn't watch too much hockey this week. I was out on vacation and really
That's not an excuse, Nick.
wasn't really gonna be watching this season anyway, because at the end of the we were pretty much out of it. I think officially before the week started, but anyway, 5 straight losses to this past week, and we're stretching back to the previous week. We did have a win in Washington, 4-1 win. Dobson scores 13th, which is the same number as Wallstrom has this year, which is a strange little coincidence. One of those guys, though, is getting a lot more minutes in Noah Dobson, but he is a defenseman. So good and bad, I think, kind of thing. But it's, I think, noteworthy. He's had a really, really good year. Really established himself, I think, as a very good defenseman for us, and will definitely be a top pair guy. It looks like from what we've seen, and I hope he can build on it next year. Palmieri had another goal taken off the board after review, and I couldn't believe this stat. I haven't really been paying attention because we've had a lot of goals taken off the board this year from reviews. The writer for the Athletic, for the Isles, he tweeted.
Arthur Staple, that guy.
Stape is the Rangers.
I thought
guy
he was
now.
pulling double duty.
No, Kurtz is the guy. Kevin Kurtz, or I forget his first name. He was the guy from the Hawk, the San Jose Sharks. They brought him over to the Isles, and then they filled in somebody else there on the Sharks for beat rating duties. Anyway, so Kurtz tweeted, this was the 7th goal for Palmieri to be taken away, overturned this year.
Wow.
1 year?
Yeah.
And I didn't because he's a cheating motherfucker.
Well, yeah. Why doesn't he just start scoring legally? I mean,
unbelievably, like all these goals we've overturned this year, almost all of them, I guess, have been Palmieri. I can't believe that it was 7.
Well, why was this one disallowed?
Hand pass.
Yeah, hand pass.
Is his name Brendan Gallagher?
Yeah, but it's just crazy. Like that's a lot of goals that were taken off. And I mean, if you put those back on, he's got not terrible season, but he had it's a lot. It's a strange number. And I guess it just kind of goes with his kind of year. He had a tough start, and then he really turned it on later in the season, but strange. And also, last thing is like really Isles been riding Ilya Sorokin to see what he looks like at the end of the season. Kind of worn down, bulk of the games. Give him a little bit more load. See how it goes. He's been playing pretty well.
Give him a full load. Yeah, I agree.
I think there was some talk that they're trying to get him.
Sexiest episode ever.
There's some talk they were trying to get him a chance to get one more shutout, which would be the tie the Isles team record for 8 for the year. But I don't know if that's really the reason. I think I just want to give him more looks and see how he looks at the end of the season. Maybe because if he plays well now, they'll think about doing something with I'm gonna forget damn team players' names at this point. This is the call tonight. Yeah, don't even help me because I'm a fucking idiot apparently. Can't remember my own team's players. Well, anyway, so it'll come back to me in like 30 seconds when I'm already done with the segment. So they may move, our backup goalie potentially a 1A, 1B situation. They could if they decide to do that because $5 million for Varlamov. Jesus Christ, took me too long for that to come back to my brain. For Varlamov to maybe be moved if they decide that's something they want to do.
Well, they're talking about like Boudreaux like getting away and just taking that. I think that's the best thing for the Islanders to do.
Trotz, yeah. So
yeah. So those guys are interchangeable.
I'm gonna get to that in a second. Yeah. So Brock Nelson will finish with likely 36 goals this year. His first 30-goal season. He won't be able to push for 40. He's pretty much out for next game with a non-COVID illness. Some like bugs been going around the Isles. They're all not. It's non-COVID, but whatever. Doesn't matter at this point. With Washington and Tampa Bay back-to-back at home to close the season tomorrow and Friday. And as you were talking about,
before you do that, you talked about the schedule. Look, their last game of the season is against the Lightning. Did they think that was going to be like a playoff preview, Eastern Conference Final preview? Is that why they did it? Because I think the Devils' last game of the season is stupid too. It should be within your own division. That your last game of the season should be a divisional game, not against the fucking Red Wings and the Lightning.
I think the schedule was so fucked up. They just took whatever they could make it work because of Isles having 13 games on the road. I'm sure that it didn't help make the overall schedule, So who knows how they came up with that. But as you were saying, this is going to be their first offseason in like 3 years that they're not having a deep run in the playoffs. There's not COVID running rampant. They're not going to have a shortened offseason. The Olympics weren't there. So like all these things are finally happening where like I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of guys have surgery in the offseason because they may have been like, maybe they didn't have time to like have surgery between, the last off season and the beginning of this season, or it's just good to have everybody kind of get away from each other and like you were saying, like Trotz and like get away from hockey for a bit because they haven't been able to. So it'll be interesting to see what that looks like when injuries are disclosed and everything at the end of the season, and if anybody has to do anything like that. But it was a tough season for them, and it's been a long one with all the additional challenges they've had. So, Steven, how are the Devils looking this week?
So much like Nick, I have completely abandoned watching hockey this season. I was not on vacation. I just chose to do it for my own mental health. 2-2 this week. Loss is against Buffalo and Detroit outright. Overtime losses against the Carolina Hurricanes, which I'm sure we will hear about shortly, and the Ottawa Senators. A lot of NHL debuts. Nikita Okituk made his debut.
What's his name?
Nikita Okhotiyuk. Got it? Okay. Made his debut, goal and an assist, and he is not an offensive defenseman by any stretch of the imagination. Riley Walsh made his debut last night against the Senators and played well, didn't look out of place. Hopefully he's going to be the new Will Butcher / the new Ty Smith. Maybe he'll actually play better. No, but I'm just saying maybe he'll play better past his rookie season, unlike those other two players. And not that it's a debut, but Alexander Holtz got the call up and will be in the lineup for the last two games. Other than that, there really wasn't much exciting going on. They gave up 2 shorties against Buffalo, which was ridiculous to give up 2 shorties in a week, let alone in the same game, let alone on the same power play. They did score a power play goal against the Carolina Hurricanes to break an 0-for-31 drought. The person who scored the last power play goal for the Devils was Jack Hughes. Now, we haven't mentioned his name in weeks because he's been injured.
I thought he was dead.
Sunday was an utterly boring fucking game against the Detroit Red Wings. And then, last night's somewhat come from behind overtime defeat to the Senators, where Ty Smith got simply undressed on the game-winning goal.
Oh, so sexy.
Episode only 69, because baby. It's episode 69.
Oh, yeah.
He got so undressed, but Nolan Foote, 2 goals last night. Again, making, I think he played a couple games earlier this season. He does have that. Those weren't his first 2 NHL goals, but it was great to come up and see him get 2 goals.
Now there's got to be, right. What is Fitzgerald said about his relationship with Lindy Ruff and his finger on the pulse kind of thing? Does he think that Ruff is going to be back next year?
The general belief is that Ruff will be back, but the assistant coaches will not.
You got to be
and
kidding.
I got to be honest with you, I'm not, as long as it's not Mark Recchi and Elaine Nazardine on the bench, deciding who's on the power play and who's on the penalty kill and what defensive system to use, I would be okay with that.
You'd be okay with Lindy Ruff coming back next year with 2 brand new assistants, or 3 brand new assistants. However,
I would be fine. I would be fine with that. Yes.
I'm stunned.
I know.
I mean, it's not my preference. My preference would be all new, but if they're going to keep them, they can't bring back the assistants.
Wow. There's just for the comedic value of that, I want to see that happen. Not bring back all the assistants, but keeping Lindy Ruff, because oh boy.
No, this should be like the NFL, where the Monday after the regular season, the coaches get fired. That's that Mark Recchi and Elaine Nazardine Saturday should be given their pink slips.
Yeah, like on at 10 p.m.
Right after the
on
game.
Friday night.
As Lindy Eddie and I are walking to the car making fun of Tom, they should be getting fired.
Hey. Well, conversely, you have the Penguins and the Rangers now preparing for the playoffs. Billy, how's Jari doing?
Shitty 2 months.
Oh yeah, the Penguins are just ramping up for this playoff push. It's going to be a hell of a fucking run for the Pens this season.
Oh my God, you sound so enthusiastic. Come on, you just
happy.
You just beat the Red Wings 7-2.
So this week the Penguins suddenly got on track with a 4-0 win over Boston. 52 save shutout for Casey DeSmith, who needs Tristan Jarry.
Who needs Tristan Jarry?
Casey DeSmith won the Vezina on that one, I'm sure. 52 save shutout ain't nothing to sneeze at. So then they turned around and went and just beat the piss out of Detroit again. Beat them 7-2. So
18,
that was
18-2 in the last 2 meetings against the Red Wings.
18-4, I think.
No, they scored 2 goals.
Yeah, I think they scored 2 in each. Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, but total domination of Detroit. And so that was 2 games where the Penguins had outscored Boston and Detroit, though, like 11-2. So Were the Penguins finally waking up and getting ready for the playoff push? Well, no, I think not. So then they laid 2 absolute eggs that make things look really as bleak as they ever have in the last
starving. Anybody got any eggs?
We do.
15, 16
we got
years.
hard-boiled eggs. We're good. Yeah.
Delicious.
So just got destroyed by the Flyers. Fuck the Flyers. Just got destroyed by the Oilers. They're not out there competing. Evgeny Malkin, he's donezo. I mean, if you want to go get the guy who's going to be awesome on your power play, you know, just an awesome guy to plug in on the power play, that's great. Go get him. I don't know if the Penguins will bring him back in that role. He can't be a second line center anymore. He's a -11 on a team that's +41, and he's only played half of a fucking season.
Wow.
It's just destroying any flow that for the Penguins. I'm not putting all the blame on him whatsoever, but I mean, it just how do you keep rolling out a second line like that? That's just completely ineffective. So, yeah, I'm not looking. This playoff run is 5 games tops, and that's only if they catch whoever they're playing fall asleep for a game, or they just have a shitty goaltending game, or something fucked up happens. Because other than that, this looks like a 4-game sweep. No matter who they play in the first round, they're down in 4 unless, like I said, somebody just hands them a game.
Well, look, Caps got a game in hand right now, or a point back, and they're still in the second wild card. They got the Islanders and Rangers, and you guys got the Jackets. So, I mean, there's a chance you finish 8th. There really is.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't think the Rangers are going to play anybody. They're going to have the exact same lineup against the Caps that they had in the game tonight against the Canadiens. They'll be in the exact same lineup against the Caps. And, you know, Columbus is going to be, you know, playing for pride. This is their Stanley Cup final coming up on Friday. And I don't think Pittsburgh is going to play a lot of people. Are you saying they're just happy to get in at this point, and wherever it goes, it goes?
They're not gonna fix everything in one game against Columbus, but I don't see any of these guys getting a day off since they're not, you know, really clicking right now. I don't think you to just say, okay, everybody just sit out. So I think they'll all play.
Yeah, and then they still have something to play for. So unlike the Penguins, the Rangers have nothing to play for, and that's what you kind of saw tonight. You saw a Hartford lineup, mostly with guys who haven't played in a while. Libor Hayek was playing tonight. Their top line was Hedel with Kakko and Lafreniere. And look, they gave it a valiant effort, but they did fall short to the Canadiens. And you know, the past couple of games, they hit a 3-game slide against the Hurricanes the other night, and against the Bruins on Saturday. But look, getting first place in the Metro was always going to be a stretch, just because of the way the Hurricanes were playing, and head to head, I don't know. I think Carolina's got the Rangers number. Well, they have proven that this year, unless, you know, you go back to that one game where Georgiev really stole a point or 2 points from the Carolina Hurricanes. But the Rangers will finish second in the Metro, and they will play either the Penguins or the Caps in that first round series. And listen, Caps, who knows with Ovi's shoulder? He's gone at it. He left the game. I think it was against Toronto, and he never returned. And the Penguins are just in kind of disarray right now. So you're looking forward to that first round matchup. Just get there fucking healthy. Kopp came back last night against the Hurricanes, but left. Panarin left the game. They were all precautionary, according to Liar Gallant. And listen, I've never seen a coach lie more about injuries or about anything else more than Gallant has. It's really mind-numbing how much he has lied about everything. You can't believe anything he says, except for who his goalie is, which he announces at 5:00. But I think all those announcements about lineup, about goalie, it's all game time decision. Everything's going to be game time decision, and you're not going to get one word about injuries. So that ought to be a lot of fun. But right now it's about staying healthy and keeping guys healthy. Keep everybody out of the lineup until game one. You have nothing to play for. There's nothing on the line. Sit everybody. And I understand. Look, I understand Cryer was going for franchise record in goals, but he sat out tonight. Zibanejad sat out tonight. Fox, Lindgren, Trouba, everybody was kind of out in really protecting these guys from the injury bug that has.
And do you think a week off is good for them?
With this team at this time of year, yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. I don't think you need a lot of practice time. I don't at this point in the season. No, you're just going out there and going through the motions and skating and staying fresh and staying sharp. At this point, being 100% for the playoffs is more important than playing a meaningless game against the Canadiens and against the Capitals coming up. My opinion. Now, you got your top six is pretty well set. Your bottom six is where you're going to try and plug some players in. And Lafreniere seems to be this odd man out, but I don't think Lafreniere should be your odd man out. I think your third line should be Hedl, and you put that kid line out there, Hedl with Lafreniere and Kakko, and put Goudreau down on the fourth line with Rooney and Reeves and or Hunt, although I still think Reeves is your better option in the playoffs. For whatever reason, the coach really likes Dryden Hunt for some reason. I have no idea. But he played good on the line with Strome and Panarin for 4 games, and that put him in the good stature in the coach's eyes. But I think that's got to be your top 4 lines have got to be that going into the playoffs. It gives you the best balance and it gives you the best chance to win, with that fourth line really being that kind of shut down, pain in the ass type of line that you've seen so often in playoffs past. Do I think the Rangers are going past the second round? I don't know. That's a real tough call. And right now it's about 70-30. I think they get past the first round. So
I was gonna ask you for your realistic expectations.
My realistic expectation is to lose in the second round. And I think that's right. But who knows? Who knows? You get Shesterkin playing the right way for the next, 8 weeks.
Changes everything.
Things can happen. And with the amount of talent on this team, things can happen. But realistically, if you're looking them to go past the second round, I think you're delusional. But we will see. I'm very excited. Can't wait. Let's go. Let's get the playoffs going. It's gonna be a rough couple weeks for you guys, isn't it?
Yes,
it's gonna be awful.
It's really.
Oh, you were talking to the guys who aren't in the playoffs. I thought you were talking to me too.
No, not Billy, not you yet.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, and now it's time for Trivia with Bill. Yeah.
Now this is the wrong Bill.
It was sexy trivia tonight. Ooh, sexy trivia. Come on.
Question number 69, Bill.
Yeah, baby.
One of you should know the answer to this one.
It's Nick. It's about the Islanders.
Okay.
The back seat of a Volkswagen. No,
that's
someplace very uncomfortable. What, like the back of a Volkswagen? What is handed out in the locker room to the player of the night after each New York Rangers victory?
A
little Statue of Liberty.
That would be awesome. But no, that's not the answer.
Doesn't he get on a toy horse and they push him around the locker room?
No, that's not according to the trivia book.
That's when they put him on a chair and they lift him up and yell.
And they go hopa, hopa.
Oh, I think that's a Jewish wedding.
Hopa.
Do they have a Jewish wedding after
New York?
Victory? That would be cool.
A lot of Jews in New York.
Yeah. Oh God, we just got canceled.
What is New York known for?
Jews. We were just on it.
Do they give him a knish?
Knishes.
They give him a dirty water dog.
How did Nathan's hot dog nuggets not make my list? I love those things.
Did they make your extended list?
Hot dog nuggets?
No.
Oh my!
Totally forgot about Nathan's.
Holy shit!
Wow.
South of Philly cheesesteak. Holy hell!
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm sorry. What do they give out? Do they give
Black
out?
and
Do they
white
give him
cookies?
Do they give him a participation trophy?
No.
No, it's
No,
the
they get
Broadway
like
hat.
that.
Only if he's a millennial. Only the players of the night is a millennial.
Does he get the game puck?
You just said it, Bill. You didn't hear me.
Does he get the
Huh?
I
game
just
puck?
actually said the answer.
Oh, you did?
Yes, you didn't hear me.
I know what it is. I know what it
That's
is.
a foam-
I know what it is
Then
because
you
I heard
got
Tom.
it.
I know what it is because I heard Tom. He gets the Broadway tickets.
No, it was the Broadway hat.
The hat.
Isn't
That's
that foam
right.
hat?
It
from
just
the,
says hat on the card. It
Statue
just
of
says
Liberty?
hat. It doesn't say Broadway hat.
It's a big
Oh.
foam. It's a big foam cowboy hat.
It's big.
It's
foam
a hat
cowboy
that says
Oh,
hat. Is that,
naked
is that how
cowboy
the
hat.
Devils got their idea for the jersey?
That makes
No,
so
but
much sense.
what does the card say? It's not a hard question, Billy. What does the
It's a
answer on the
book.
card say, Bill?
It's a book. It's not a card.
Gives us you had cards at one point, didn't you? Jesus Christ.
I did.
What's the fucking answer, Bill?
A hat.
It just
How
says
many times
hat.
I got to say it? Yes, it's just as a hat.
It's wrong. It's a Broadway hat.
It's not wrong. It just doesn't give as much information as you
Not a
want.
complete answer.
It is because it's a hat, so that it's a correct answer.
No. It's
If
wrong.
if
Luke
the book
Skywalker.
said
It's
if
wrong.
the book said 42nd Street hat, then it would be wrong.
But it just says hat. It's missing a vital piece of information. Ah,
And
Another
now it's time for impressions with Nick.
Ridiculous.
wait. What? Wait, we got a caller on the hotline. Caller, are you there?
Hey y'all there tonight? Fuck you, dude.
Andy!
Yeah.
Boys,
Yo,
how you
Brady.
doing?
Yep.
Much better now that you're here, Randy.
Really?
Ah,
Steven, how y'all doing? Fuck you, dude.
Good, Randy. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. I was
Nice.
listening on my CB radio to your super interesting lists of fast food. I made up my own list. Fuck you, dude. I'd love
Of
to
course
share
you
with
did.
y'all if you
Please, yeah, no.
Oh,
like to.
I
I
wanna
have
hear
to
all
be
about
nice
Randy.
to you, apparently.
Southern, because I'm going to be in Nashville this week, and I want to hear all about the Southern Classics.
Oh, there's some good places out here.
Is there another
definitely
Morse
check 'em out.
Fest? Why are you
Well,
going to
I
Nashville?
want to talk to Randy right now. We can get to that later, but
Okay.
let's
Ooh.
talk to Randy right
yeah,
now.
we do have a music
Alright.
segment coming up, actually.
Okay, let's talk to Randy.
I like music too. Maybe I'll.
Yeah,
stick
okay,
around.
what's your food list, Randy? Stay on topic.
All right. My number 5 is one of my favorite desserts, a DQ Blizzard. Fuck you, dude.
Okay, number
Oreo
4.
flavor.
Yeah, you don't have to go
Oh,
into
an
detail.
Oreo-
Number 4.
An Oreo flavored Blizzard.
Number
Oh my God,
four.
that's
Oh,
great.
so
That
good.
is-
Number
isn't it?
4.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
that is so delicious. I would, you know,
It's
what? I wish they had
amazing.
those in pints so we could have debated that
Could
on
we
the ice cream
please
night too.
not go into detail?
I
What-
agree.
yeah.
It'd be fantastic to buy a
Number
pint and bring
4.
it home.
Can you imagine?
Number
that?
4.
Randy, I
That'd be
agree. That would be
great.
amazing.
Number 4.
So my number 4 is from Culver's, which you may or may not have
What?
up by you
Butterburger?
guys.
Little butter burger,
A
baby.
butter burger with cheese. That's
Oh.
fantastic burger.
That's the hard stopper, baby.
Mhm. Fuck you, dude.
That's-
Is
sounds-
Culver's like Sonic?
No, Culver's no.
No, I would say it's not like Sonic.
They
It's
make-
Because they have a
Pull up-
butter burger.
You pull up to the window and they make your burger right then and there. Everything is not
That's
frozen,
correct.
everything's fresh.
Made to order.
Fucking delicious. And their ice cream there, it's I'm sorry, their custard, fantastic.
They're known.
It's
Yeah.
definitely a
for-
south of the Dixon line kind of place.
Oh, Culver's
Yes, sir.
is the greatest. We have a
Yes.
Culver's right down the street.
Of
Whack
course
it.
you do.
Fantastic. I get the
Whack it.
I want to try a butterface burger.
I get the mushroom Swiss butter burger.
I'm sure you do.
That's a good
Sure
one.
you-
Fucking
Thomas.
delicious.
I like that one a lot.
Number
That's a good
3.
one.
Oh, Randy, I don't understand.
Well,
Randy, I don't
stop.
understand how they even
Stop.
have that on my list, man.
Stop.
Oh my
Number
God.
3.
I'm surprised.
Me
I-
too. Number 3.
Their French fries
Culver's,
are
I
really
don't
good
remember
too.
They are. I like them a lot.
Number 3.
So my number 3 is a North Carolina classic, Krispy Kreme original glazed donut. Fuck you, dude.
Okay, great. Number 2.
Ooh.
Oh, we just did a whole
Number
band thing with
2.
Tyler's school, like a fundraiser thing, and
Yep.
and you got like
Good
a
call. Yeah.
dozen
Number 2,
glazed
please.
donuts from Krispy Kreme.
Tom.
Oh.
Get that fresh
Tom.
Krispy Kreme, dude.
That just leave that huge lump of glaze in the box when you pick
Oh.
up a donut out of it. There's
Oh
just,
my, oh,
I'm just gonna go back into that lump of glaze that's left over and just lick it all up.
It's so
Number
I don't know
two,
if y'all
please.
know,
We
but
don't have to
there's a-
prolong this.
There's a race down here. It's
Oh,
a
God.
5-mile race. You
course
run
it is.
2.5 miles, and
Then
then
you
you have
fuck
to
a sheep,
eat
and then what do you do?
12 a dozen. That's 12 for you, Stephen.
Thanks,
Donuts
Randy.
from Krispy Kreme. You
It's
have
12
to
for
eat all
everybody.
12, and then run back the other 2.5 miles and not throw up.
And
You
not
have
die.
six-
Oh
you
my
have
god!
60 minutes to finish. I don't know if it's humanly possible, but apparently some people have done it. I maybe one day I'd like to do it. We'll see. I
Great.
don't know if I
Number,
could eat that
keep going.
many. That's
Go
a
on
lot
with
of
the
donuts.
list. Let's get back to the
Wow!
list.
Holy
Okay.
hell!
Circle back.
My number 2 is an Arby's classic roast beef. Fuck you, dude.
Of course,
Brings me
it's
back to
Arby's.
my youngin' days.
You get the curly fries too.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say it brings you back to your Civil War days? What did you say?
That's a little too far back. I said my youngin' days.
Youngin'
Steven.
days. I thought you said. I'm
Nate,
sorry. I thought you said Civil War,
Do
which
you
you
need
lost.
to get your
Civil
ears
Just wanted to
checked?
remind you that you lost the Civil War. What's your number one item?
The hot roast beef and cheddar at Arby's. Oh my god! It's just,
It is fantastic.
And number one.
But you got it for the
So
people
that way you
who-
could say goodbye to
listen,
Randy.
you get the curly fries, and then you find the regular fries.
Yeah. Okay, shut the fuck up. Randy, what's number one?
My number 1 is a classic, Bojangles fried chicken.
Bojangles.
Can't miss it down here.
Bojangles.
Fuck you, dude.
Of course, fucking Bojangles.
Bojangles
Of course.
with
That's
a
great.
nice big sweet tea, some sides.
Yep,
It's a
sure.
fantastic Sunday meal after
Hey,
you
Randy.
go to church.
Hey, Randy.
Which I know you
That
don't
show
know much
am
about,
good.
Randy.
but it's a good
Randy.
meal.
Randy.
Yes, Dave.
Thanks for joining the podcast. We'll see you later.
Well,
okay?
no, wait.
Bye-bye.
I didn't
Well-
you guys make a bet?
I also
you-
had one other agenda item to talk
Yeah,
about.
didn't you guys
with
make a bet
Steven.
on the game on Saturday?
We did have a bet.
Yeah, I thought so.
Stephen, would you like to elaborate that bet we had?
I lost the bet, which I had a strong feeling that I was going to lose the bet to Randy. The Carolina
What was the bet?
Hurricanes. The Carolina Hurricanes did beat the New Jersey Devils, so I believe I owe Randy a shirtsy, which is a shirt jersey.
Oh.
Sounds nice.
Randy just has to tell me what size and player name and number he would like on the back.
Mm.
And we will get that ordered and customized and out to him.
All righty. Well, if you'd like, we can have a second bet, as I believe the teams play again.
They play again tomorrow night in Carolina. Yes, they do.
Would you like to double or nothing?
Against my better judgment, just so that the podcast can have good content, I will say yes.
Yes.
All right.
Listen, the Hurricanes
that's a
might
betting
be
man right there.
might be playing their minor league club tomorrow night.
I will be betting $50 on the Carolina Hurricanes tomorrow. So that way, when the Devils lose, I will have some money to buy this utter shit, which I'm sure you're going to ask for.
Well, the other way
Oh.
of looking at that is that you're going to have to spend that money either way now.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay.
Okay. I was gonna ask, what would you like to amend the bet? Would you like to change it? What would you like to do?
I mean, you're putting me on the spot, Randy, and you're not, using a lot of words to do it. So I'm a little caught off guard here.
Well, that's all right. That's all right.
I
I had
would say
some-
let's go with the shirt option again, or if you would like a hat, we can do a hat for you and a shirt, well, I wouldn't win
Okay.
anything because it's double or nothing. So what would you
Okay.
like as the second bet?
Well, I
Maybe
was
some
I
new
was
Spurs?
thinking we could stick to the same amount of things that or money that we were originally using.
Yeah, no, you can't get
But
new
maybe
cowboy
we could-
boots fit. A bale of
I
hay?
mean,
A new
that's
bale
a
of
lot
hay,
more
maybe?
money than $25, sir.
Yeah.
But maybe something like if the Canes were to win, you would have to go to church with the Devils jersey on. What do you think about that?
I think that would be disrespectful to the Lord, and I think that's against everything you stand for, Randy. I'm surprised you would suggest that.
It would be there. You'd be there to repent, and I'm sure you would lose your jersey because it would fly off.
Repent.
The Lord
It would
just
just burn. It would like burn right off of my
It would
body,
burn right
probably,
off.
right?
That's what I think would happen. But we can keep it to just.
I say we
simple.
stick to the monetary thing, other
That's
than
fine.
disrespecting the Lord.
All right.
So
We'll go.
Please tell me that's all you have for us this week, Randy. Please, dear God.
I mean, I don't have much else.
Good. Okay. Hey, thanks for swinging by.
Randy, listen, we are
always
gonna,
enjoy
would you
saying
be
goodbye
available
to you
in the
because I hate
playoffs
when
to
you're on
come
the
back
show.
and give us a little update on the Hurricanes as
Please,
as they progress in the
next week.
playoffs?
I think
we
so.
can squeeze you
some
in 2
more
minutes.
time.
You got 2 minutes.
We got some more time to come back and do some updates.
You're not even going to say goodbye
before I go on.
It's going to take
on
you more
summer
than 2
vacation.
minutes to
So
say goodbye.
we'll be good. Yeah, I think so. I think I can clear my schedule.
Listen, our audience.
We don't have to do this the whole playoffs, though, right?
Absolutely love.
Absolutely.
Oh, but he's just going to come on and do the playoff preview, and then that's it.
No.
I don't think we need to have it.
Randy is welcome on the podcast whenever he wants.
I forgot to mention. I'm going to be at game 1.
Good for
Carolina
you.
Panthers.
Nice.
Carolina
Hurricanes. Yeah.
Carolina Panthers.
Carolina
See, even the hillbilly does it. Even the hillbilly does it. So I'm off the hook.
Tongue-tied. Tongue-tied.
Episode 69. So I'm sure you did get tongue-tied.
Sam Darnold's getting the start in net.
1 of the Hurricanes playoff series.
All right, Randy, can you do me a favor? Can you talk to Nick and see if you can borrow? You guys look like you're the same size. Can you borrow his Friends and Rivals T-shirt? Make sure you wear that at the game.
I think I'll have to bring him along and make sure he wears
Randy,
that shirt.
Can you do me a favor? Can you talk to Nick and ask him to put a shotgun in your mouth and pull the trigger?
That's not very.
I don't think that's very nice, Stephen.
Really I mean, if we're making requests, I just figured.
I understand that's a joke you find funny, but I don't think that.
No, it's a dream I wish came true. It's not
Steve,
a joke.
I'm going to pray for you, Steve.
We all
I'm going to pray too. I'm going to be in church this weekend. I'm going to take that opportunity to pray for you.
We're going to pray for you, Steve.
All right. Well, that'll segue into the music segment. So goodbye, Randy.
Well, toodles, fellas. It was a pleasure as always.
Awesome. Goodbye,
Randy. Take care of yourself. Say hi to your wife.
Goodbye, Randy.
So listen, before we get into Steve's stomach, I have to vent a little bit. Last evening, I had an opportunity to go see Counting Crows down in Tampa at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino down in Seminole. And how long do you, Billy? This is going to be a terrible question for Billy, isn't it? How long what is the average length of concerts that you go to? Average length.
Well, I'm going to Morris Fest this weekend. It's going to be the whole weekend. So
okay. One song. He's only going to play one song.
Yeah. Sam's Morris Fest. Your typical run of the mill concert. How long are you there? Or how long are they performing?
Well, look, so I'm just going to say 2 scenarios. One scenario is that one band is playing the whole show. They're going to play 2.5 to 3 hours. If one band is just headlining a show, their set's going to be an hour and a half. Probably if they've got like a serious opening act, or maybe 2 hours if it's just like an opening act that does a few songs, you know?
Yeah, Steve and I established kind of yesterday that 2 hours is kind of the average concert.
I think that's fair.
So 2 hours is probably about right.
So Counting Crows, no openers. They just played by themselves and they started at 8:00. You're going into that show. What time are you thinking that show's over?
10:30.
10:30, right? It was over at so they went on stage at 8:15 and they were done performing at 9:35. An hour and 20 minutes they performed.
That's like, was that full price for tickets? Like, were they a headliner?
We bought seats because, you know, we're old and we don't want to stand anymore. And the venue wasn't huge. We were second row from the back and, you know, I could see everything. And we paid $150 a ticket.
Resale, not face value.
Right. Pre-sale.
What was face value? Like 80, 100, 90, 100?
No, it was, I don't even know. I don't even know what face value. How do you find that out? If you buy it electronically. I just know what I fucking paid for, and that's it.
Yeah.
So we had to get a babysitter, we had to do dinner, we had to get gas, we had to do everything under the sun. I mean, my expectation was more than an hour and 20 minutes. I was a little upset. It was great to get back to the concert. They fucking rocked. It was awesome. I had a great time. My wife and I, we haven't been out like that in a long time. It was awesome. Just wanted more. And I guess, you know what? As an artist, you want to leave people wanting more, right? So I
Now,
guess
and
I guess
I
they did
had
their
a
job.
I had a theory on this. Tom and I conversed about it as the night was going on, and he
I
was
bitched
venting
and
his
moaned and he
frustration.
listened, so yes.
It was at a casino, and a lot of casinos kind of have this rule where they don't want people in concerts all night long. They want you in, see the show, back out on the floor.
See, and I've never
possible.
been to a show at a casino. I've never been to a concert at a casino before, but yeah, I've heard the same kind of thing. And so I would kind of expect a casino show to be a little bit shorter than a regular show. But I'm curious if are Counting Crows on tour right now, or was that like a one-off show that they did? Or
No,
if they're on tour, are they doing longer sets at non-casinos?
They're doing this, like they're doing 2 shows in Florida. They're at the Hard Rock. Then they got another show down in West Palm Beach, and then they got another show, I think, in Nashville, Bill, actually, on May 1st. And then that's it until July. And then July is their
The tour kicks off. And
yeah, their summer tour.
On August 6th, Bill, you are more than welcome to join us. We are going to be sitting on the boardwalk in Asbury Park, enjoying the show that will be performed on the summer stage, the Stone Pony summer stage. But we're not getting tickets. We're just going to sit on the boardwalk and listen from there.
August 6th. That could be a possibility.
Write it down. Free show.
Mm-hmm.
But great time.
They better play for 2 hours or else I'm going to be fucking pissed.
All that money you paid. I understand. All right. So no more music stuff. Let's go to this date in Steve's stomach.
He's not even going to jump in and say he insists on talking about Boars Fest.
I'm going this weekend. It's transatlantic, and that's all I got to say.
We're going to get a full review plus Penguins.
You're going to Europe?
No, I'm
Nashville?
going to see the band. I'm going to see the band Transatlantic in Nashville.
But I thought it was Morse
over
Fest.
2 nights. Neil Morse is in Transatlantic. Of course he is.
So Neil Morse is in a band called Transatlantic. Why isn't it called Transatlantic Fest?
Okay, Neil Morse is the guy Neil Morse has the Neil Morse band. And he's also in Flying Colors, and he's also in Transatlantic.
How many bands is this guy in right now?
Say, why has he got 15 jobs?
Holy shit.
He also washes dishes after the dinner service.
He's in 4 bands. He's got one play that he wrote, another one that he's working on. So he's in all these.
It's gonna be such a fucking boring weekend. Will Mike Portnoy be there?
Yeah, of course he is. Mike Portnoy is also in Transatlantic and Flying Colors and the Neil Morse band.
Fucking question that was. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. All right, let's go to this date and Steve.
Can I ask a question? How many other people are in these multiple bands?
Well,
is it just the 2 of them?
The 2 of them are the only ones in all 3 of the bands, and there's two other guys in Transatlantic.
Okay, let's go to this date and Steve's stomach.
That feels better.
It's going to bring us to a year of our Lord 2018.
We can't mute Randy, but you can mute Billy. That's fucked up. Okay, 2018.
Yeah, 2018.
He's still talking, by the way.
Let's go to April 26th.
Pointing at pictures. Pointing at pictures now.
26th.
Taking us on a tour of his memorabilia.
2018. This is Neil Morse. This is that guy. This guy is fat.
Okay, so that was, I'm sorry, April 26th.
April 26th.
Which was a Thursday.
We were on video.
Oh, a Thursday.
Breakfast. So I believe I was on unemployment during this time. Just so you know.
Ooh, 3 squares that day.
Yodels for breakfast with a Coca-Cola Zero can. Lunch, for some reason, was just bread and butter.
I'm sorry, what?
Lunch was just bread and butter.
I thought you said you were unemployed, not in prison.
I don't know why it would be just bread and butter. So also, I just have it be known, this was 11 days post back surgery.
Oh.
So wasn't leaving the house that much. Wasn't leaving the house that much.
No, not even toast.
I don't even think I toasted it. That's how lazy I was.
Bread and butter with pickles is pretty good.
Good Lord.
Bread and butter with pickles?
What?
You are fucking eternally pregnant. That's disgusting.
That sounds
Mayo on there too.
really good.
And
No,
then
not
dinner.
mayo.
Dinner was
Let's be
a delicious lemon chicken with roasted potatoes on the side and a Coca-Cola Zero can.
Wow, that sounds great.
Why did you pick April 26th of the year 2018?
Since this is the sexiest episode of Friends and Rivals
Ooh, it
podcast,
sure is.
we have veteran TV anchor Tom Brokaw is accused of sexual harassment by a former NBC news anchor, and TV star Bill Cosby is found guilty on 3 counts of aggravated indecent assault.
Maybe that's why I had the bread and butter. I was in solidarity with Bill.
When you
Since that was probably what he had for lunch in the joint, as they like to say.
In the joint.
In the clink. I think it's also referred to as.
Big house.
I have no idea.
Big house. Oof. All right. Well, that's going to do it. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at friends_rivals. Leave us. We have a review tonight. I almost forgot.
What?
Oh my goodness, we have a review.
Oh, what did Pete say now?
This was not Pete, but I have a
Oh.
feeling I know who this was. A little person. It is. They wrote it on Thursday, and it's from BTDEBO.
BE.
No, BT DEBO. BT Debo. Maybe it's deep. You know what? It's Debo Samuelson.
Maybe it's Debo Samuel. He's like trade.
Wow,
If he gets traded, he's going to be a guest on the podcast.
That would be amazing. So 5 stars with an awesome.
Okay.
I have
Great.
only been listening for about 3 episodes, but I like it.
Ooh,
I
a
don't
new
like the
listener.
addition of this new guy, Tom. What? After the best, oh Jesus Christ! But did you write this? After the best episode ever, episode 66, because he yells and swears too much.
Wait,
Are you fucking kidding me? I don't fucking do that.
I thought that was me.
And he
that
says
yells
it's
and swears.
not debatable. Well, you know what, BT Debo? Fuck you when it's not debatable.
Wait a minute. I thought we got 5-star.
That's a listener you're talking to,
Keep up
man.
the
You
fine
can't do
work,
that.
guys. Highly recommend the podcast. Go
This is not.
fuck
This
yourself.
is not how you get more
God damn it.
listeners.
So-
LBGTQ guy.
So to everybody else, leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. We'll read it on the air for you if you want.
Sorry, BT Debo.
Turn on notifications for our podcast
does
so you
yell a
never
lot.
miss an
It's
episode
irritating.
of the Friends and Rivals podcast. Billy, say something.
69.
Nice.
Good. Now sing us out.
Oh, my friends and rivals. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers fuck off. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers fuck off.
Well, let's go. Nick's top 5 foods at Universal. Here we go, baby.
All right.
Next top
All right.
5 vacation foods.
All right, let's
The
see.
content
Number 5.
you came here for, folks.
Number 5. Bangers and mash at the.
You just said bangers.
That was number
Mash
5. I thought that was number
Number
1.
5. That was good. It was good.
Jesus.
It's not number
Holy
1.
shit.
Number 1. Bangers and mash at the Harry Potter. Whatever. I don't know. Leaky Cauldron. Is it the Leaky Cauldron? Because
Got a leaky cauldron this morning. Let me tell you.
yeah. Number two was
Hello?
had
Hello?
a
Is this thing on? Hello?
Number four.
I don't
Before
know if you know
was
what
the
those words
giant-
leaky and cauldron mean. Like,
I mean, that's yes.
weird that you would say that.
It's- Yeah, well, that's the name of the restaurant. Number
But
4
for Tom
was
to
a-
say he had a leaky cauldron, I don't understand.
I'm not saying I had a cauldron. I'm saying my ass was like a cauldron and it was leaky.
fiery cauldron. After eating those wings.
So I mean, everything sucks when you have to explain it, but that's what I meant.
Yeah, you're killing the joke here, Steven. Thank you. Appreciate it. We got went to a place called Pirates Adventure in Orlando, which you may have been to before, Tom. No? It's basically medieval times with pirates.
Where is it? It's on Independent or whatever that
It's
drive
right
is.
by Universal. It was like
Yeah.
a mile and a half away or 2 miles away from Universal. So whatever that.
What the hell's that fucking strip called?
Wanda's?
I don't know.
No. That's the strip club.
Delilah's.
Oh, put your finger in your ass.
Whatever it's called.
The road where all the fucking restaurants on it.
Oh, I guess.
Frank the Tank, baby.
Oh, 2-2.
Snipe.
2-2. Anyway, so that place was it's like medieval times. Gigantic money pit, by the way. Like horrible.
Everything
like
is fucking
absolutely. It charges for parking in their shitty parking lot. It was like $8. I was like, what? You're gonna pay for this? And then like you walk through and they like make you wait. They won't let you go in right away. You got to take pictures because they come around later and like they want you to buy the pictures. I'm like, talk to the lady. I'm like, don't talk to me.
How much are the pictures? $20?
I'm sure they're like $30 or $40. Everything was like $30. Like they were these like shitty plastic lit up swords were $30. I was like, no, that's not happening, guys. These tickets here were more than were too much. But we got the me and Tara upgraded our dinner to like, it's like $10 to upgrade to a turkey leg. Cause I'm like, I don't know what their normal chicken thing is. This thing was a fucking dinosaur leg. It was enormous. It was like a full thing of mashed potatoes and vegetables. I didn't realize it was so big. So I'm eating like appetizers and the salad. I wouldn't eat anything. It was like so much food. We couldn't eat it.
Sounds delicious. We're getting fucking dinosaur legs in here. I'm fucking starving.
Dude, it was fucking awesome. I was shocked how it was. Plus number 3. Number 3, probably I gotta go frozen butterbeer from Harry Potter World area. Now, butterbeer is the drink in the Wizarding World that's like everybody drinks, Steven. And basically they recreated it and made it up. It's basically cream soda with butterscotch foam. And they make a regular one and they make a second like one that's like frozen version of it. And the frozen version is really good.
Sounds
really good.
like it's a drink.
He stopped listening as soon as you said Steven.
Steven?
I didn't even barely even tuned in at that.
Well, that's not a food. That's a drink.
Whatever, man. It's my list. Fuck you. I set the rules.
In the spirit of tonight's list, a drink can count as an item.
It is. It is top. It's top 5 fast food items.
Right.
All right. So I'm gonna jettison this bit I'm doing because nobody cares.
I'm glad you picked up on
way to read the room.